that's Codenames Duet. I love it.
This is great.
This is a really great twist on Codenames. A really great way to make Codenames fully cooperative and playable with a much smaller player count, with only 2 people.
It's definitely got that vibe of a camping trip or winter's night game.
Yeah. This is great if you're a couple and you love playing Codenames at parties. This is a great way to play Codenames with just 2 people.
If you're a couple and one of you really likes board games and your partner has only played Codenames at parties, like that's the extent of the games that they've played.
For sure.
Yeah, I think this is a way to lead them into more games.
I really like the change that you obviously could not do this in regular Codenames, but the ability to just keep on guessing.
Yes.
Like, your turn ends either when you make a wrong guess or when you say it ends.
Yes. I think that's
really,
great.
like, you're always still in it that way. Because you can always just go back to those clues that you didn't finish
in
before.
Codenames, you can always do one more if you've got a previous one.
Exactly. So I like that change a lot here.
But it makes more for you to keep track of. Because as we got further, I had to go, well, let's see, I missed 1 on this one. I missed 3 on this one.
Especially because you have no teammates to help you keep track of that stuff. Because you're not allowed to communicate anything about those clues with each other in this game. So there's no, wait, what else did we not get before?
Was this
remember,
one this
guys?
one? Does anybody remember? Can anybody connect these things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Motorcycle 2.
Motorcycle 2. Motorcycle. Oh, God. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and say gear. So you put a motorcycle into gear. Oh, that's upsetting. That's super upsetting. That's not good. That's real bad.
I like this, making it a campaign sort of kind of, where
like
you just change the difficulty level in a bunch of different ways. I think that's cool. I like the twist on the bystanders and turn tracker things, or time trackers.
Yeah, I would love to do, like, the full campaign. I would love, like, I see the challenge of filling out the map, right?
I would love to have this on a
reference card that both, I should say.
Yeah, that both players could see. Like,
that would be nice.
Slightly bigger, something to read that on a little bit easier. But I think this information is just crucial to have. Clearly the math failed me. I still haven't figured out how to track that math, and I just got lucky the first game, I think.
It's there. It's there.
Somewhere there's math in there where it's like, we've got a total of 12 words identified. I know that 5 of them were hers alone. And I know that one more needs to be guessed from mine. I feel like that should be enough information for me to pinpoint how many more of your words are on the board. But it's not somehow. I don't know. I haven't figured that math out. But this is really, really useful, particularly with knowing
the black cards.
That there's one black card that is a green card for the other person. I think that information was absolutely crucial to us surviving the first game.
Yes.
I think it's a very interesting twist on standard Codenames. It is harder than standard Codenames.
It is so much harder than standard Codenames.
Because there's all that math to try and think about, and because you're kind of on an island.
Yes.
In terms of how you think your way to guesses.
And you're not trying to beat another team, you're trying to beat a clock in a different way.
Right, a clock that's just a turn counter.
Yes. So you have to be, and if a game of regular Codenames is going really south for one team, you can take your time. You can give a whole bunch of one-word guesses, you know? Like if they're just really struggling with something.
Right.
This, you have to be really judicious with your one-word guesses.
Yeah.
You have to really find ways to connect things because you just don't have enough time.
And this is going to completely change the way that you play the game every time. Mm-hmm. On that last game, we kind of got a little bit more ambitious with our clues and our guesses because we still had a decent number of wrong guesses to use. If we'd have gone to Berlin for our second game, we would have been way more cautious.
Oh, yeah.
With both sides of things, with only having 2 incorrect guesses to work with. So I really love this aspect of it. Yeah, it's a very nice. It's not a lot different than standard Codenames, but
it is enough.
It's enough different, and it changes it in ways that it makes Codenames a little fresher for me again. Codenames has kind of gotten a little stale for me. I've played it a little too much. So
yeah, the way you make Codenames fresh is by changing the group of people you play with.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But
one of the things I really like about the rulebook is that they specify, if you're familiar with Codenames, hey, you still really need to read this rulebook because it's not the same game.
Yeah.
And I love that they put a note in about that because even as we were going through the rules, my brain was like, yeah, like Codenames.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Codenames.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, wait, that's different. That's really different.
And full disclosure, I didn't fully read the whole rulebook. I just kind of skimmed it. Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's the same. That's the same.
I do like that all of the cards work with Codenames.
Yeah.
So you can just use it as an expansion if you need an expansion.
Right, if you need to just freshen up standard Codenames with some new words. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I like it a lot. I'm surprised that I haven't tried it before, but I didn't used to play a lot of 2-player games. And that has changed of late. But good stuff.
Yeah.